to go wash my face, Garrett. Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from Judge University Garage in the Peach, capital of the state, baby. Let's turn on all messages. I gotta turn off the radio. Gotta turn the radio off so I don't get copyrighted. What's up, cars? Cars in the cut. I gotta turn off the radio. Let me turn on YouTube. Woo! Just wash my face. Look, if you want to shock yourself back to where you at, wash your face with some cold water. Let's see. Max got a premiere. Max got premieres every night for like Max got premieres every night for the next 6 months. I don't see how he does it. All right. Because he records all day. He don't go live, so he records all day and then he posts it up. So we're going to... Where's my water? Man, I tell you what. Hope everybody's doing all right, man. Everybody's going crazy with this weather, man. They're like, I mean, craziness. I had to get this old nasty Sam's water. Oh, nasty stuff. I guess I need to buy one of them refrigerators that makes water. I guess I need to buy one of them refrigerators that makes water. Yeah. So we're gonna sit down. Woo, we're gonna rest my bones. Gonna rest my knees. Maybe I need that. Yeah, I'm gonna rest my knees. The crazy thing about it is, man, why do they change the lids that ain't got like 1.5 rounds of threads? It's 65 in Rancho Mirage and pouring rain in at home. They don't know what the weather's gonna do. 1 minute it's gonna be 4 inches of snow, 4 inches of ice and 24 inches of snow. They don't know what it's gonna do. It's probably gonna peter out, honestly. Which, you know, is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I need one of them refrigerators that makes water. Makes its own water. You know, makes its own water out of thin air. Them refrigerators like 70. What's up, JG? So, we're going to do something a little different tonight. Yeah, it's big. That's how 50 Cent made all his money. 50 Cent made a bunch of money off of water. Yeah, 50 Cent said he walked down, if y'all ever watched it, 50 Cent, he's smart. He said he walked down the aisle one day somewhere at Costco's, Food Line, somewhere, and he seen all the water. He said he called his people and said, I want to start making water. What's he make, that vitamin water or something? He said, I want to make water. They said, you crazy. He said, I want to make water. And they started making water, and I forget how much money somebody, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, somebody, paid him billions for his damn company. Spent a few million, made a company, and then sold it. And then, here's something else that probably somebody don't know. Now, we're about to make some panels, so... we about to make some panels, so don't go nowhere. Let me go over here and set so you can see what the hell we got going on. We about to make some of these panels. We're about to make some of these right here. We're gonna make another set of those right there. That's what we're about to do. So let me put that on there so the people are like, what the hell we doing, Batman? Yeah, I understand. JG, I'm trying to figure out how they make diet water. They got diet water at Walmart, so I want to know what you take out of water to make it diet. Yeah, 100 million. Yeah, it's crazy, cars. And I tell you something else he done. One of his record albums that he done is when he done an album or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. Somebody else might have to look it up. But they owed him like $800,000 or $900,000, right? And at the time, Bitcoin was like really, really cheap. And he said, just pay me in Bitcoin. So they paid him like $700,000, $800,000, $900,000 in Bitcoin, which it was like not very much a share. And this joker said in the interview, he completely forgot about it. And now that shit's like $100,000 a damn share or some shit. What's up, Yancey? Bitcoin is trash, honestly. No, it's not. No. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, it's not trash, man. It's not trash. The United States and other countries, cars can chime in on this, have recognized Bitcoin and crypto as assets. You can borrow, you can put it up as collateral. You can put it up for collateral. Oh, that's fine. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, Bitcoin, they're going to use it. Hey, it's going there. It's going there. I tell you something. Cars told me, well, I tell you what. I got a buddy. I'm going to tell you right now. I got a buddy that come by years ago when Bitcoin was like 50 cents and 75 cents a share. He tried to get me to buy it. Now, cars can testify to this. Now, we're going to make some more of these panels right now in a minute. Just let me tell you this right here. Let some people get in here. We're going to make some panels. We're going to make some for John. A buddy of mine years ago when Bitcoin first come out, it was like 75 cents, it's like 75 or a dollar. It was like 75 cents a share. Cars can testify to this. I told Cars this and even told Cars who the guy was. The guy tried to get me to buy $1,000 in Bitcoin. I said, dude, you're crazy. I'm not getting into that I'm not getting into that pyramid scheme. Not doing it. He took $5,000 of his state retirement. He worked at the prison. He took $5,000 of his 401k and he bought $5,000 in shares in Bitcoin when that shit was $1 a share. Ask me how he is right now. Son of a gun lives out west, Montana, somewhere out there. He's got money hand over fist. He owns businesses. He he's took the money and he's cashed it out and he's put it in the savings. He's put it in the stock market. So he's pulled the money out of Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin now is like $100,000 a share. He's moved that money over, and what he has done is he took $5,000 of his. Now he worked as a prison guard. Now he took $5,000 of his 401k and invested it into Bitcoin, and he has built generational wealth. Generational wealth for his family, his kids' kids. If the world keeps spinning, it's not in Bitcoin no more, it's in everything else. And he has turned that around. Hey, I tell you something else. Y'all know how much gold is per ounce? Gold just hit $4,700 an ounce. Silver is getting right there with it. I remember when these guys was gold panning over here at the UREs, and gold was like $600 an ounce. It is $4,700 an ounce right now. Yeah. Hey, it's okay. It's okay, JG. Hey. It's okay. I respect that. Hey, I hadn't jumped on the bandwagon. What's up, Nathan? All right, boys and girls, we've been on here about 10 minutes, jaw jacking. Yeah, it's all good, man. Hey, look, it's all good. But I did do a little housekeeping. Y'all see that? Did a little housekeeping. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to build John Buchanan. A set of these. So I don't know how long. We'll probably be on here the whole time, honestly, to be honest with you. My crowd said they not going to be back for a few hours, so might as well be out here in the shop. So I ain't going to put the phone on the gimbal, but we are going to put it on this right here. So that's what we're going to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's almost completely welded up. I mean, it is welded up, but it's almost where it's at. I did get in there and clean all that and weld that up. And then I had some stuff I had to do. So, but yeah, it's life. Yeah, it's life. So let's make some damn noise. Yeah, we got Mac on the big screen. In the background, let's make some damn noise. Y'all see these right here? A subscriber, I'm gonna go and tell you, a subscriber gifted me these, which is so cool. I got a couple of them, and they work really, really good. They super nice, and they are strong arm or strong hand tools. So we're gonna use the phone. We're gonna set the phone up. No, hell no. They not magnets. Hell no. No. They're 5/8 pins. See, I drilled holes in this table. So built this table. This table weighs about 3,000 pounds. It's heavy. So there's 5/8 holes. So this thing goes in there like that. Now there's Pam cooking oil and all that shit in there. But anyways, that goes in there like that. Well, let me do this one because I was already in that one. So you do it like that. And then what you can do is put it on there like that, and then you just drop it down, and then you give it a couple turns. Give it a couple turns. The sun gun ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that thing ain't going nowhere. Yep. All right, so we're gonna set the phone up. Hold on a second. What's the thickness? I try. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey, appreciate that, Nathan. 3/8. No, my bead roller can't roll 3/8. No, hell no. 16 gauge at most. No, it can't do nothing more than 16 gauge. All right. Okie dokie. All right, so first of all, before we get started, we're gonna rip this. We're gonna rip it. We're gonna rip it, Tater Chip. We're gonna rip it. We're gonna rip it. Rip it good. Rip it good. Hold on a second. Let me see. We only be able to. We ain't. I don't know. We might be able to get. Hell no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no, to the no, to the no, to the no. We ain't gonna be able to get, we're only gonna get one out of this one. I'm gonna have to cut another piece. Hell to the no, to the no. Let me get a Sharpie. I got one in my pocket. Let me put y'all on the gimbal, and I just have to make sure the sun gun don't go crazy. Let me put y'all on the gimbal. Let me make sure it don't go crazy so I can get y'all a bird's eye view. We'll just make sure it don't go crazy. We ain't gonna get no hurry. We just chill it. I gotta go tend to the granny stuff tomorrow. What's up, 87? We're about to make some more bead panels. We'll make some more bead panels. We're gonna make these for old John Buchanan over there at Buchanan's Auto Sale. John has got a square body over there. He has cut the whole firewall out. And he called me yesterday, I think. I can't keep up. He called me one day this week. And, well, he texted me. I say call, text, same difference. He texted me and he said, hey, man, I need you to make me a set of those panels. I believe I got a problem. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he sent me a picture and the whole firewall's gone. And I was like, yeah. I said, John, I got you. John takes care of me. John takes care of me. So, John takes care of me. So we're going to take I don't know, that ain't long enough. Things are not symmetrical. And these ends are not long enough. They are not long enough. I found that out the hard way. They needed to be about 2 or 3 inches longer. So, with that being said, so what we'll do is we'll just cut what we cut, and then I'll cut a filler piece because I don't want to waste a whole sheet for 1 inch. So I'm probably gonna change the design a little bit. I seen a set last night online that had a completely different pattern, completely different, and I actually liked that pattern. It was different. It actually went like this. It actually went like that and up. So it was like almost like the letter L. So it was like this, and then it was like this, but it was narrow, and it went this way, and then this one was smaller. I like that one. It's different. So since we're just playing around and we're making something for somebody, and John will be okay with it. John will be okay with it. John will be okay with it. Anybody got a good table saw? I need to tell John I'm looking for a good table saw. Or a good band saw. A pretty good sized band saw. All right. What we got going on? Okay. What's up, Sam? We're building another set of those. What say? Keep in mind the cutout on the driver's side. Yes. Yeah. There we go. We even now. We definitely about to make some noise with this joker. Old Harbor Freight Special. We about to make some noise. Let me catch up on the comments. Hold on. What's up, Roscoe? What's up, Cole? All right. Got that made. Now I didn't cut the line, so it's the thickness of the Sharpie line. Hey, I appreciate that. So, like I said, I didn't cut the line, so it's the thickness of the line wider, so John can trim it as he needs it, you know. Man, I can do this stuff all day long, man. So, before we do any bead rolling, I'm gonna sand these scratches out of it. See, there's some scratches in it. I'm gonna sand these scratches out because y'all remember we gotta do it upside down. Yeah, we gotta do it upside down. Making these. That's what we're doing. We're making those. We're making those. No. All right, we're going. We're gonna hit that bad boy with some 80. Don't forget, what's up, Julian? Make sure you lube toe. Make sure you lube your tube. See, that's why I like these Prevost. Prevost. See that right there? Oh, right there. Prevost. The reason why I'm sanding them before we roll the beads in them, so John don't have to do it after the fact. Plus it gets all the scratches. passenger side. All right, so if this is the way it's going. So this would be the face. So we need to lay it out on this side. Got to lay it out backwards. What's up, Gary? Hey, y'all know what the day is? T, 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 T. Who knows what that is? Everybody know what the day is? T, T, T. What's up, Shelby? What's up, Gary? I appreciate that, Angie. 4 T's, 4 T's. T, 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 T. Gary knows what it means. All right, so we're going to do this one a little different. So we got 3 inches from the bottom, and that is 4 inches from the bottom. So we're going to do this one a little bit different. On that one, it's just 2 marks, right? Let me show you. So we're going to do, yeah. So on this one, you got one big rectangle and then, or one big square and then another rectangle, right? Well, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to do this one. This one's going to be a little bit skinnier and come down and go this way. And then this one's going to be a little skinnier and do that. Yeah. T, 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 T. Gary knows what that means. Don't you, Gary? Today is Thursday. All right. So, with that being said, that right there is roughly 3 inches from the bottom. So we're going to get us some... So we got I seen that on a bumper sticker. That's where I seen that at. I seen that on a bumper sticker. Old worn out, faded bumper sticker. All right, we're gonna have to, well, I just done that. All right, so that one right there is 3 inches, all right? Yeah, 3 inches. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna go 2 inches. Yeah, 2 inches. Let's go down 2.5. Hey, has anybody seen has anybody seen His and Hers on Netflix? Has anybody seen His or Hers on Netflix? 2.5. Oh yeah, it good. It good. I tell you how good it is. I sat down and watched all six. I watched all 6 shows at one setting. I started watching like at 10 o'clock at night, 11 o'clock at night. Did not stop. Watched all of them, all 6 of them. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. All right, that's good. 2.5. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't watch no TV, but I seen it, and then I was like, yeah. So 2, we're gonna come over 2. What's that? That right there is what? What we say that was? 4.5 inches. I'm changing up the design, so I'm kind of just off the top of my head. I seen a picture. It's 1.5 inches. So I seen a picture of one, and I liked the way it looked. So I'm just changing up the design a little bit. Just changing it up a little bit. Just changing it up. Just getting out of my comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. I like crime shows, like crime mysteries and shows and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. So when we make this design here, we don't want to bottleneck ourselves. You know, we don't want to bottleneck it and make it too tight to do a radius and turn, right? So if this right here is 7, that right there, that one is 7 inches, right? So I'm thinking we just go half a 7, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking just go half a 7, right? So if we go half a 7, that's 3.5. So if this, I'm thinking if we go 3.5, Yeah, so it's 7. So if we measure over, I believe we can do it. I believe I can do it. I believe I can do it. If I don't, I'll just throw it in the trash and I'll start over. So 7 is the width. If we go half of that, it's 7. That's going to be 2 tight 3-inch radiuses. Because if we do that, because that right there is it's a 3-inch radius. So if we do that, then it's going to be a turn, a straight, and a turn. So we can't do that. So we got 7. So I see why they done that now. I see why they went 7. Because if you got a 3-inch radius and a 3-inch radius, or you got a 3-inch, you got an 1.5-inch radius and an 1.5-inch radius, that's a 3-inch circle. So 1.5-inch radius is a 3-inch circle. So they did an 1.5-inch radius, then they went straight for a little while, and then they did an 1.5-inch radius. So if I cut it down to 3.5, then that means you literally gonna have like that much straight. You're gonna turn and turn, and that ain't gonna be enough. Let's just lay it out and see what it looks like. If it don't look right, we can wipe it off. All right. So that we can do that. So we got 7 there. We got 7 here. All right. So if we keep the 7 and change the box, make it shorter, that box over there, this is what my brain does all night. So that's a 12-inch box. So we can cut that box down. We can make that box narrow or shorter. Yeah, let's do that. And then, so if we come up, so if we do a radius and then a straight, and then just bear with me. Just bear with me. There's a method to the madness. Just, you ought to see me lay out graphics. You ought to see me lay out art custom graphics. My shit be damn crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy. This is why I had so much trouble laying out artwork to do custom graphics, is because my daggone OCD kicks in. Now I know why people. Now I know why. Now I know why. So that's 17. And that we're gonna measure. We measure from the edge of the table up. So we got a square edge. So we got 17 and 17. So we got that. I'm thinking. Sorry, I was thinking. These are from Jack from Trulers. Jack's my buddy. Did you smell trash burning? Did you smell trash burning? See, that's a tight radius right there, but even if I brought it out to here and turned it back, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna bring it out to here and turn, and then have a longer stretch. I think that's what I didn't want up there. You see that right there? It's a turn and then a turn. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna run it out. I think I'm gonna run it out to here and then turn back and then radius that way. I think that's what I'm gonna do. He was on one earlier. He had me cracking up. What are you talking about? What'd I do earlier? What'd I do? What'd I do? Did I do something? What'd I do? Man, y'all wait till I start airbrushing again and doing water drops and all that. Y'all just wait. Oh, oh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, that was funny. It took me 4.5 hours to lay out the bed of my boy's truck. Yeah, it took me like 4.5 hours to lay it out. Somebody's probably gonna say, well, why didn't you just do exactly what you did before? And I'm gonna say, well, I could have. I could have. But then John would have looked just like everybody else. Do y'all know that lowrider paint jobs was actually a mistake? Did y'all know that? When lowrider paint jobs come about, they were actually a mistake. They made a mistake and they didn't have enough paint to fix it. So what they did was they painted graphics over what was messed up. Oh, yeah. I'm just... All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Make sure I got enough room. Let me turn it around. Ain't nothing but a G thing. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We on our way to 10,000, baby. 10,000, boys and girls. That's my guide for the next time I come around. Oh man, this light's in the way, and then it ain't in the way, and then I need the light. Right, I need one of them LED. I need to get me one of them LED lights for my head. I forgot to turn the air compressor off. Had to do that reach around. Now you know why I sanded it before I started? So I didn't have to sand it after the fact. Let me leave with you for a second. Let me get a couple clamps. Let me get a couple clamps and just clamp it up there and see what it looks like. Bam. I got you on the big screen, Mac. What do you think of that? That's a little different, ain't it? That's a little different, ain't it? Nailed it. Mac said his premiere's on. Hold on a second. We'll go back to it in a second. Hold on. You know, I always tell myself, leave the remote over at the television. Mac said his premiere's on. There it is. Look, I guess the TV warmed up. It warmed up to like 60 degrees. So Mac's on. I got Mac's on. 2 minutes left. I did the replay. I'm sorry, Mac. I apologize. I'm sorry. You can B-roll yourself. You can B-roll by yourself. What y'all think? There's 128 people in here. There's 100. Look, I had to put this spring on here to help that thing pull that thing down, cause it don't do too good. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm gonna make it be a mirror image of that over on that side. It's not easy to move the sheet metal and roll it the same time and get it to look like. Hey, Alaskan Auto Repair. What if I was to tell you this is like the 5th time I've ever used this machine? So, got the machine. Got the machine. Hey, look, you can go back and watch some videos. Got the machine, did some test pieces, and then did all the bead rolling inside this. It's all at the powder coater. Everything that got bead rolling here, it was like 3 sheets of 18 gauge got rolled after it got cut up. It's at the powder coaters. Then the second thing I done was the bed of my son's truck. The whole floor of my son's 86 square body, we raised the floor up 14 inches, and I sheeted the whole floor and rolled triangles. Go back and watch some old videos. So that was the second thing. I ever done. And then I done a couple other pieces. So this is like the 4th or 5th time I've ever used this machine. So I like that. John's gonna be happy with that. John's gonna be happy with that. So let's take it down. Let's take it down. Let me take it down. So let me take it down and I'll show you what's underneath it. So that's what's underneath that one. Oh, I appreciate that, Alaska. I appreciate that. But you like me, epic. So this one, the reason why I done this one this way is because the client that owns this truck, he bought a set. So a client bought a set for his other truck, and I use these as templates to mirror image what he already brought me. Now, that's his. These I made for John. So I'll make the driver's side for John, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another set to hang on the wall as a template. What's up, Paul? This right here is okay. All right, Paul. Paul, are you still here? Paul, you still here? You're going to have to sit down, Paul, because this is going to be a lot of information to take. So give me a thumbs up, Paul, and then I'm going to let you know what's going on. All right, here we go, Paul. Paul, this right here is a 1984 K5 Blazer 2-wheel drive. What we're going to do, when I say we, I mean me and you, because there ain't nobody else here but me. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this one into a 1974 full convertible top. We are going to cut the top completely off of this one, and we're going to put a 74 windshield pillar and a 74 camper shell on it. Now, it gets even better. Then the client is going to put it on a 1976 K5 2-wheel drive chassis and put it in the bushes. And it's going to be an LS swap. That's all I know. I need a few sets. All right, Yancey, I can get you a few sets. Yeah. So yeah. Now I don't. When I find out the engine and the transmission and all that stuff, I'll let you guys know. But right now I know it's getting an LS swap. I know it's automatic. That part I do know. So, hey, we've been on here 91 minutes. That's not too bad. 91 minutes. Now, the dies I have with this one is, this is a roll bar die, but you can use it for a lot of other stuff. This is the roll metal contour and stuff. I'm still learning. This one right here, this is an 1/8 inch bead. This is an 1/8 inch bead. Yeah, 1/8 inch round. This one right here is this one is 5/16 round. And this one right here is this is a tank die, but they said a lot of people use this to roll flanges and stuff. And then this one right here is an art die, for doing like 22 gauge aluminum, the stencils. I want a set of these, but I want them in, I want a tipping wheel. I want them metal. And the reason why I want them metal is so this right here is this is an 1/8 inch, no, this is a 1/4 inch stepping die. So the 1/4 inch stepping die is what I do. If I had a metal tipping wheel and then I had a different bottom, I could use the tipping wheel and it would be like this. And I can see it, but you could see that better like that, just running the wheel. There's a lot more dies, man. They got that, Mittler Brothers, they're here in the United States. This is American made. Mittler Brothers right here in Wright City. The model number on this one is 236 November Victor Alpha. Yeah, this thing was just made in 25. This is the 36 inch. This is the 36 inch because I had to do the bed and the floor of my son's truck. So we done 3-foot sheets. So I needed the 36 inch because the bed, these are adjustable. So you can adjust these to change the pitch on it. So that's that. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I done housekeeping, and now I got to do housekeeping again. So I appreciate every single one of you. Hey, if anybody is in the path of this daggone storm, man, make sure, take some time tomorrow if you can to get prepared. You know, don't wait to don't react. You know, don't react. Don't procrastinate neither. Don't say, oh, ain't nothing gonna happen. You know, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That's what I say. Yeah, prepare for the worst and hoping for the best. Be prepared, be due diligent, and stuff like that. So tomorrow, I gotta do some stuff for Grandma. I gotta do some stuff for Granny, and get everything taken care of for that. So. Yeah, act, don't react. There you go. I appreciate it, Cars. I was trying to remember what you told me before. Yeah, act, don't react. So just be safe and all that. But I'll still be in the shop working after I get my chores and taking care of stuff like that. And I might even be going to the swamp and go duck hunting. Because I'm telling you what, that cold air gonna be pushing them daggone ducks down. Whack, 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 whack. You look just like. You look like who? Who in the hell is that? I'm gonna have to Google that. Hey, Cars, Google that president and text it to me and see. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Cars, Google that and send that to me. Cars will Google that and text it to me. Johnny, be good. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. There ain't no AI bullshit over here. It's all real deal, Lucille. So I appreciate every single one of you, boys and girls. You sound like a duck yourself. Well, hey, Carbon Man, your mama didn't mention your name the whole time when she was here last night. I'm just gonna tell you. And she didn't sound like no duck, but she sure did sound like a goose. She did sound like a goose. That's for damn sure. For damn sure. Sound like old goose. Sound like old goose. Sure did. Get it. I appreciate you, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'll be back tomorrow. Might do a little live in the morning, depending on what my chores is like. And yeah, Yeah, I tell you what, man. I mean, yeah. Or she might have sounded like this. She might have been a crow. She might have been a crow. Yeah, yeah. She might have been a crow. Or this right here is a Bob White. Hey, you have no idea. You have no idea, man. I can get rough. The hell? Damn dirt dauber done got in that one. Somebody damn. Here we go. Hey, today is TTT. I'm just saying. See you in a mini yak. What? What do you say? William Chaplick, 4227. See you in the mini. I don't even know what the hell that is. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when all fails, don't shit on yourself. Take a shit in the sink, and man, don't sink in the shit and let that shit sink in. My dog went crazy. Yeah. All right, boys and girls. I appreciate everybody hitting the subscribe button, hitting the notification bell. Remember what I said? Google that. Google what? Cars will Google it and send it to me. All right, boys and girls, remember what I said. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Hey, remember what I said, boys and girls. Been saying this for 20 years. Don't worry about the man up the road. Don't worry about the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first at loose end drag. Peace and chicken grease. I'm out.